Hi, my fellow anime fans. I hope you're okay. But if you hadn't read the thumbnail, this is just for backup. And if you could picture this in your head, amazing. But this is what if Luffy trained with Garp on Haki Part 1. I didn't write a script about this, but let's see what pops up in my head as I go on. I have made a few tries, but they weren't really successful. I have cats. Annoying. But anyway, let's stop my talking and let's get started on Luffy's life. So, Luffy will still eat the gum fruit. He still meets Shanks and he still gets his straw hat. But this time he will have a closer connection with Garp. So, let's start this what if. Luffy and Garp, well not Garp but the Shanks would be chatting in that bar, that same bar that they were chatting in the original. Luffy would eat the gum fruit like way earlier than when the bandits or whatever they are come in. They aren't really important, so I don't know their name, but they will come in after Luffy eats his fruit. And after he eats the fruit, Luffy would walk up to one of the bandits and he would throw his fist at the bandit. The bandit wouldn't have like any Zoro type movements, but he would move back fast enough for him to dodge it. So I will make a few changes, but I'll tell him like 3 minutes in. So Luffy would throw that punch at him, and Shanks would see this, but then Luffy would just get smacked down by the rest of the bandits and beat. So Shanks would actually step in. They would try to hit him with a sword or something, a bat on his head. But Shanks would use armament haki. Luffy would see that black come on Shanks' head. And after the fight was over with the Garp and the bandits, Luffy would ask Shanks what that was. Shanks would tell him it was haki. Luffy, not knowing what haki was, but reading about something like haki in a book once, would ask Shanks to give him an explanation about haki. Shanks would give him the explanation on haki, telling him that some types of haki allow you to use your willpower against people with less willpower with less willpower than you. And haki is basically willpower. The stronger your willpower is, the stronger your haki is, basically. And he would tell him there's 3 types of haki, but when you have a rare chance of being born with. One, armament haki. A lot of people know this type of haki, but again, a lot of people don't. 2, observation haki. Many people still have trouble learning this haki because you have to be blindfolded while learning it. Well, not really, but a lot of people blindfold themselves while learning observation haki. And 3, you literally have to be born with it. It's not something you could just learn. It's called Conqueror's haki or King's haki or Bush's. I'm not about to say that name. Basically, he would tell him about Conqueror's haki and how if your willpower is stronger than that person's willpower, you can knock them out or put them underneath in fear. Luffy would actually start thinking if he wants to be the Pirate King, he would actually need to look like this. Luffy having the average IQ of a person that did relatively well in college, he'll have the IQ. Well, no, a 4-year-old have an IQ of a 20-year-old to an extent. He'll have enough knowledge about reading books that his IQ will be around 40 right now. So Luffy still being a hothead would ask Shanks to teach him haki. Shanks would think about it in his head, but then he says, no, but you could ask your grandfather. And Luffy would say, he would think about it, but then he'd say, you know my grandfather? Yeah, he's one of the most famous Marines. He's Monkey D. Garp, the Marine hero. Luffy would say, wow, my family is amazing, as then he would walk away trying to go find Garp. Once he found Garp, he would ask Garp if he could learn haki. In this type of voice, he would say, Gramps, can you teach me haki? In an arrogant voice like Sasuke. But he'd say, are you going? But Garp will reply with, I'm only going to teach you haki on one condition, and that's if you become a Marine. Luffy, not wanting to become a Marine, would just say, fine, I'll become a Marine, but if you hurt me too bad, I'm not becoming a Marine. And Garp will do just that. But, time to explain the changes upon Luffy's devil fruit. So, the first major change is that Luffy will have a farther range. Second main change is that Luffy will not have to blow air through his body, but except he would just fill his whole body up. Well, no, I won't say he's that advanced with haki. So, I think Luffy will still have gears, but instead of steam coming off of his body and burning his skin, I think Luffy would actually use advanced haki at the age of 14. So yeah, he knows advanced haki, which allows him to make strikes with his devil fruit. So I'm gonna make sure that Luffy's fruit is like the quick fruit. Luffy's fruit, once he punches, if it doesn't hit them and it hits the side of him, his advanced haki is still gonna do damage to him. So basically like Sage mode. So basically that's all. So back to it. Garp would be like, sure, as he would then start teaching Luffy how to do haki, but he wouldn't start teaching him until he was 8 time skip 4 years. Luffy asked Garp if he could learn how to do haki now. Luffy and Garp says, yes, you're ready to learn haki. As then he would start teaching him the basics of the first haki, armament haki. And it goes a little something like this. Luffy would learn armament haki in about 2 years, making him 10. Yeah, making him 10. He would learn observation haki in 3 years, and then he would start learning on how to use his devil fruit for about 2 years. Then Luffy fighting this monster, being stronger willed than this tiger, this big old tiger. Garp would have him fighting, and Garp would just be watching Luffy, and Luffy would just scream at the monster. Well, not the monster, my bad, but the tiger. And the tiger would pass out, and Garp would says, "Oh, you have that type of haki." And Luffy would says, "Do I have Conqueror's haki?" He says, "How do you know about that haki?" He'd say, "Look at the straw hat." And Garp would look at the straw hat, and you say, you, and he would say, "You asked Redhead Shanks?" And he would say, "Yes." As Garp would then start beating Luffy. And Luffy would then say, "Our deal is off on not becoming a Marine," which he planned on this from the start. Him being 8 years old, 2 years on advanced haki, 3 years making 2 years planning on his devil fruit, making Luffy 14. Luffy having grown smarter, his IQ being around that of a 11th grader. But I'm not gonna go any further, and I'm gonna end it. But I would say his IQ is around that of an 11th grader. So this is a quick rundown of his skills. Luffy has observation haki. Now he has Conqueror's haki. He learns advanced haki, which means he has future sight. Yeah, so that's it. Bye.